Just got everything set, and we are dealing with some internet issues, my friends, so hang in there with us as we try to get everything set up here on what we're trying to accomplish here on Rio Sports Live. Again, welcome to you from Corpus Christi. We're at Tuloso Midway, or check that, we're at Flower Bluff and Kevin Narl. Two good teams getting ready to go at it here tonight.
Right, the last time they met, it was a 4-point game. You're talking about two ranked teams right in the middle of district play. So we're getting to the point in the season where teams are starting to separate themselves from the pack. Flower Bluff, I had never been here before, but I like this gym. It's kind of like Harlingen South, a two-deck gym. We're about to do the national anthem.
We're having the national anthem. We'll be right back after this.
Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. Has what? Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. It's simply a different way. It's a car buying experience you'll enjoy. With a huge Ford selection like Ford F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, the Ford Raptor, and a whole bunch more, buying a new Ford should be fun, and that's why we do it. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and Flower Bluff, home of the Hornets. Lady Hornets are unbeaten in district play, taking on the Cherokees from Tuloso Midway. They'll be out in the center circle. Cherokees in the visiting uniforms, in the dark uniforms. Again, my friends, we're dealing with some internet issues. The school assisted us with a hotspot. Right now it's freezing up on a regular basis. We'll do our best to see if we can make it work for you to watch these games on the fly. The opening tip-off is controlled by the Hornets. They'll work the ball on the inside, catching a ball there. Gloria Guerin spins it back outside. They'll see a zone defense to start this ball game off. We're in the first quarter, just underway from the home of the Hornets at Flower Bluff. Move made in the paint, and a whistle blows, and a foul called. And Vanessa Barton, or check that, that will be Gloria Guerin will get a trip to the free throw line right out of the gate. Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. Kevin Narl to my left-hand side. Again, right now we're dealing with more internet issues than one would like to deal with. I'm trying to keep this hot spot in the right spot to keep our stream from freezing up. First free throw, no good. Second free throw coming up for Guerin, and that's off the mark, no good. Rebound by the Cherokee, and they want to run, racing it into the front court, and they'll set it up on the offensive end. Staying outside on the dribble, spin it on the right side, attacking on the baseline. Reverse layup goes up. That's off the mark. No good. Rebound saved back inbounds, and it's controlled by Flower Bluff. And here come the Lady Hornets on the run in the front court. Right side pass into the hands of Burnett. Burnett hands it off up top to Bella Berturo. And they'll work it on the outside perimeter on the offensive end. Spin it right-hand side. Back top of the key. Scoreless game, a minute into this ball game. Flower Bluff with the ball. In the paint, running one-hander, won't go. Rebound taken down by the Cherokee, taken away. Shot goes up and in. Count that as Megan Bazan puts it in. First 2 points belong to the Hornets of Flower Bluff. made basket, allowed the pressure to be set up, but the Cherokee are able to break that with ease. Take it coast to coast, lay it up, no good, but a foul call. A lot of contact there, and immediately McKissy Hermes took that one coast to coast, Kevin.
Let's meet the starting five for Flower Bluff. Number 10, Bella Bertotto. Maggie Harrell, number 13. Gloria Guerin, number 20. Number 22, Ella Burnett, number 22. And number 23, Megan Bazan. That's the starting five for the host team, Flower Bluff.
Again, my friends, you're going to experience some, it looks like some intermittent on the internet at best tonight. It's freezing up a little bit on this one. 2-1 score. Tuloso Midway. Only one loss in district play, and it came in the hands of this Hornet team. First time through district play. It'll be Tuloso Midway with the ball out of bounds. Just underway here in the first quarter of play. Working outside. Staying off the dribble. Tina Jimenez, then the whistle blows as it goes out of bounds. There'll be another foul called, and immediately the officials are trying to take control of this game, Kevin, and prevent from what could be a real physical game.
So far, that looks like what these teams are heading towards is a physical, slower pace type of game. The starting five for Tuloso Midway, number 2, Tina Jimenez. Mackenzie Herms, number 12. Number 20, Vanessa Barton. Number 22, Danny Saldil. And number 23. So that's the starting five for the visiting team, Tuloso Midway.
Second free throw coming up. Both these teams are state ranked. Coming into this contest, Tina Jimenez ties the game, making one of 2 free throws. 6:32 to go here in the first quarter. Flower Bluff with the ball on the offensive end. Working outside to Ella Burnett. Burnett spins it over. They'll get it to the top of the key. A patient set each time down thus far in this game. Now off the dribble, running one-hander on the baseline, won't go. Rebound taken down by Tina Jimenez. Overhead pass stolen, and here come the Hornets on the layup. That one's blocked out of bounds. Stay right here. Good defensive recovery by the Cherokee on a block shot by Missy Hermes. Couple of minutes gone here in the first quarter. This is our feature game coming to you from the Coastal Bend area. We've been accomplishing that each and every week now for the past 3 weeks as we are assisting to open up a full-blown system up here in the Coastal Bend area on Rio Sports Live. Joe Gomez down below us is active in talking to some various sponsors and getting the advertisers on board. We have announcers that are ready to go. Camera operators, that's generally one of the easier chores to fill that spot. Right now we are bringing our first system up to assist on these Coastal Bend games of the week as we unveil our expanded coverage here on Rio Sports. If you're watching the game on our social media, I ask please share the link on our Facebook side. It does help get the word out to other fans. These games are going on. Also on YouTube, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to our channel. It helps you know when other games are coming up. And there's a bunch of them that we cover here on Real Sports Live. Running one-hander up and in. Nice move and a finish by Bella Berturo.
Yeah, Berturo with a nice move. Inside, split the defense, used the glass there to help her.
Cherokee had the ball, kick it outside. That's a travel called. Pressure by the Hornets. It disrupts your flow in the backcourt, and then if you're not careful, you do that. You try to rush the offense and turn the ball over. 4-2 lead for the Hornets. They'll go inside off a curl. Banker up and in. Hornets go up 6-2. On the finish that time, Kennedy Ozhakovsky. Now a near steal. Cherokee have the ball. They'll bring it ahead. Don't have the numbers. They'll back it back outside. Danny Cedillo on the dribble. Hands it off, then a whistle blows. Another foul called against the Hornets. That'll be the third team foul in the early going here of this one.
Flower Bluff starting to find some momentum on offense.
Banker goes up and in. Nice job by the Tuloso Midway Cherokee. Cuts it to a 6-4 game. Hornets have the ball off the dribble to the elbow. Spin it outside beyond the arc. Nothing doing there. They'll look inside, stay outside instead. In the hands of Gloria Guerin. Slips it back for a 3. That's a good look and count it. 3 connected by Megan Bazan. 9-4 lead. Pressure in the backcourt. Again, the ball handling of Danny Cedillo thus far has been plenty good enough. Overhead pass, though, stolen. Here come the Hornets racing ahead. Right side layup, missed, though. Rebound by the Cherokee. Out into a double team in the backcourt. They'll work the ball on the offensive end as Tina Jimenez brings it across. Jimenez hands it off. They'll set it up. She'll catch on the right wing. It goes out of bounds. Halfway through the first. Say this for the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets. They are not allowing much time to breathe if you have the ball in your hands. We'll take a time to breathe as the timeout's on the floor. We'll be right back with continued coverage on our expanded coverage on Rio Sports Live. Our Coastal Bend feature game of the week. This is the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets and the Cherokee of Tuloso Midway on Rio Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display.
Cherokee, you make a basket out of the timeout. That was a cross and on the floor. Hornets have the ball in a 3-point lead here in the first quarter. Second time through in district play between the two top teams battling out here on the girls' side. Later on the boys' side, we got two teams battling for second place in this district. So a good doubleheader matchup in the Coastal Bend. Jumper on the way, missed off the mark by Kennedy Curtis. Offensive rebound, ripped out by the Hornets. They'll control the ball. On the sideline, it's tipped out of bounds. And with 3:19 to go in the first quarter, that'll give the ball back to Flower Bluff. Hornets have led throughout this contest. And they have a patient set with a lot of movement away from the ball, waiting for those shots to develop or those lanes. Cherokee get a steal. We got 3 minutes left in the first quarter. They're down by 3. Danny Cedillo off the dribble, attacks right-hand side, lets it go. Missed it off the mark. Rebound offensive board by Jimenez, kicks it out. Now back in the hands of Cedillo. Cedillo looking at the blocks. Off the dribble now, a jumper off the mark. Rebound is tipped. That's going to be off of the Cherokee and out of bounds. Flower Bluff basketball. Again, our appreciation to the school district for assisting us in broadcasting this game, providing us with the opportunity at the internet, and then at the last possible second getting us this hot spot that, as long as I'm standing on one foot, holding my right hand on the monitor and winking one eye, it stays put. It's not quite that bad, but you get the message on what we're trying to accomplish here.
Heavenly Vasquez checks into the game for Tuloso Midway and Celeste Valdez. So some substitutions here with 2:13 left in the opening quarter.
One of two on the trip. 10-6 game here in the first quarter. The Hornets of Flower Bluff on top. Tuloso Midway trying to work an offense. There's a steal. Here come the Hornets. What speed they have after they get their hands on the ball. There's a travel, though, as defensively getting back was Heavenly Vasquez to prevent what in most cases would be a layup for Kennedy Curtis.
That's just a good hustle play there from TM.
Tuloso Midway will get an open jumper, a wide open three. They'll take that. That's off the mark. Long rebound comes out. On the run again. Here comes Curtis. Nice pass right-hand side. Outside for the secondary break. Jumper inside the arc. That's off the mark. Rebound by the Cherokee. Here comes Tuloso Midway. Down by 4 with 1:33 to go here in the first quarter. On the dribble is Heavenly Vasquez. Vasquez gets it back in the hands of Danny Cedillo. Cedillo has it poked away. Tries to recover it. It rolls out of bounds. That'll be off her hand last. We have other action going on tonight. A soccer game being broadcast between two state-ranked teams. Valley View and Porter, both state-ranked on the boys' side, are tied at 1 apiece. That's in the second half. Meanwhile, basketball coverage on the girls' side. First, Pioneer taking on Mission Veterans. Of course, our Coastal Bend game of the week is right here. Flower Bluff at home taking on Tuloso Midway. Nice left-hand shot. That goes up and in by Gloria Guerin. Minute left here in the first quarter. Down by 6, Tuloso Midway. Cherokee need a basket this trip down. Celeste Valdez has the ball. Top of the key, takes a bump, sent to the ground, and that'll stop play with 52 seconds to go in the first.
Guerin with a nice move on offense here on the other end. 12-6, that's their biggest lead of the night. Flower Bluff with a really strong first quarter, especially on defense. They've done a good job.
It'll be Cherokee basketball as they work it on the offensive end. On the dribble is Celeste Valdez. Loses it. Picked up easily, and here comes Gloria Guerin. Guerin hands it off, and here come the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets with the ball and a 6-point lead. Staying wide. On the right side is Claire Naismith. Naismith, top of the key, lost her dribble. Gets some help there in the presence of Megan Bazan. Handed off on a curl is Bella Baturo. Now back to the top of the key as they work the offense. Jumper from 16. That's off the mark. Offensive rebound, though. Secured by Claire Naismith. Naismith brings it back out with 17 on the clock. Defended out there by the Cherokee. Stays with the dribble with 10. Makes her move with 8. Takes it right-hand side. A lot of contact there. She'll be fouled. Giselle Flores came out to guard her. Or check that. That was Mariella Ledesma. Ledesma will be called for the foul. Stops play with 7.1 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Free throw perfect. Made by Bella Baturo. Swim fans, we have a regional swim meet tomorrow, the finals in Brownsville. Kevin, we were down there site surveying that. There's a lot of excitement down there.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially after last week's district meet that was there in Brownsville. And Los Fresnos boys, really impressive what they've done. They've won 11 district titles in a row. The girls have won 3, but the boys have won 11.
First quarter comes to an end here. Flower Bluff on top, 14-6. Second quarter coming up from the Coastal Bend Game of the Week. This is Real Sports Live.
Day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
TVNS specializes. We are back here on Rio Sports Live at Flower Bluff. Second quarter begins at Cherokee Tuloso Midway with the ball, down by 8. They cut it to 2 at one point in time in that first quarter. But it's been Flower Bluff controlling the lead. Nice entry pass. Shot goes in. Count it, and a foul. To the line will go Madison Belford. Belford with a cut through, and it was a good catch and shoot in one motion. And she's awarded a free throw opportunity here for the Cherokee of Tuloso Midway.
Well, could be the play that Tuloso Midway needs.
Missed the free throw. Rebound secured there by Woodrick. Hannah Woodrick in the ball game now, playing back on that post. Flower Bluff with the ball on the top of the key. Work at left-hand side. Try on the right-hand side. They'll spin it back between the circles. Staying out high, and then they'll penetrate through that. They'll also have post players posting high, posting on the blocks. Here's a free throw line jumper off the elbow. That won't go. Rebound by the Cherokee. Nice job tracking that one down by Tina Jimenez. Hands it off to Cedillo. Cedillo with a nice pass on the right-hand side and reverse. Behind the back with a dribble. Finding a trailer on the play. Get it back in the hands of Cedillo. Spins it left-hand side. Off the dribble is Jimenez, and she'll be fouled. Minute gone here in the second quarter. A 14-8 game. Both these teams, again, Kevin, state ranked coming in here.
Eventually, they might play someone along the lines of Brownsville Veterans or Brownsville Pace if you're looking at the playoff picture. A possible second-round matchup, maybe third round possibly.
And all are starting to eye that as we are now heading into the second round of district play. Can't believe the playoffs are that close coming up. Pass around the perimeter. Open three on the way for the Hornets. That's off the mark. Offensive rebound, though. Shot goes up, no good. Offensive rebound again taken down as Ella Burnett secures that board. They'll go in on the blocks in the paint. Shot goes up, no good. Rebound by the Cherokee. Then the ball goes out of bounds, though. Madison Belford tried to dribble out of there after getting the defensive board. Sometimes you just want to square up and get an outlet pass out of that deal. Hornets back with the ball. They've had several opportunities this trip down. Leading by 6. They'll go inside with a nice pass. That shot won't go, though. Offensive board, though. Put it up and in. Another basket made by Gloria Guerin. 8-point lead for a second time here in the game. Pass inside. That's going to go off the hands of the Cherokee, and a turnover gives it back to the Hornets. Good crowd on hand. We're expecting more to file in here. The girls' game is first tonight. And now follow it up with the boys' game. Again, there's plenty of fan support here. This place can get loud in a hurry. Whistle blows away from the ball, and that'll stop play. Tomorrow night, Idea Schools, we got you covered with the regional final games over in Hidalgo. Games at 5 and 7 from the home of the Pirates as they'll move over to Hidalgo High School to play that one out. Then girls and boys basketball. Cherokee basketball, they're down by 8. Danny Cedillo brings it across. Stays out wide, looking for a backdoor cutter. Instead, she'll hand it off to Jimenez. Now joining the mix is Celeste Valdez. Off the dribble, this is Missy Hermes. Hermes secured defensively by Kennedy Curtis. Back out, top of the key. Looking to probe this defense. That's a shot off the mark, no good. Long rebound out to the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets. Into the front court is Baturo. Got the shot away, but it won't go. Cherokee get the rebound, and a foul will be called. Meredith Zay was called for the foul, coming in to try to get that rebound. And if you aren't off on a sprint when the ball gets in the hands of the Lady Hornets.
Yeah, this team's got a lot of speed. One of the quicker teams I've seen, and you can tell that this second quarter they're trying to really push the envelope here as far as their offense goes.
Appreciation to get into the school district. We had a chance to talk with both coaches here at Flower Bluff. Appreciating the ability to be able to broadcast these games here on Real Sports. Shot off the mark, and that one didn't catch iron. Front end of a 1-and-1, so it will be Flower Bluff ball. Tuloso Midway Cherokee are able to get back on the defensive end to set it up. 5:10 remaining here in the half. Off the dribble, that one's blocked, but a foul will be called. Missy Hermes called for the foul. Kennedy Curtis will get to the line for Flower Bluff. Curtis get the first one. Neat facility here. This gym has a great atmosphere for the game. Second free throw won't go. Rebound by the Cherokee. The lead is 9, which is the biggest lead of the game for the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets, who have led throughout. That one's off the mark on the rebound. Secured by the Hornets, and they'll bring it ahead. Right side pass. Now we got a whistle on a timeout call when the Cherokee are shaken up. We'll take a quick break and be right back. This is Real Sports Live.
Respite care and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats. Laguna Madre Baits, 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
After the timeout, one of the players shaken up. Hopefully she'll be able to return to the game soon for Tuloso Midway. Meanwhile, it's the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets. There's a block shot, but a foul called, and that'll get a big groan out of the Tuloso Midway faithful.
It looked like all ball from up here. Not exactly sure where the foul was.
Alea Jones that time on the block shot, but she evidently caught enough of Kennedy Curtis to award the free throw. First one is good. And now it's a double-digit lead for Flower Bluff's Lady Hornets. Second one also good. The lead goes to 11. And now if you're the Cherokee, you got 4 minutes left here in this half. You just want to edge back into this lead if you get a chance. Have the ball outside through a double team. There's a whistle. Stops play with 4:20 left here in this first half.
Flower Bluff's defense has been playing extremely well through the first quarter and half of the second. They haven't allowed any opportunities for TM to really get anything going.
Real Sports Live, our channel is up and running right now. I see a lot of viewers are watching over on our Facebook on the channel, which is going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with either live or pre-recorded games. This is our third year in existence here on Real Sports Live. So over 800 games and events to choose from, whether you're on our social media, Facebook or YouTube. Also broadcasting live using the Twitter application. But on our live channel, what you're seeing is also feeding our Roku channel. So if you have a smart TV and want to watch it on a big screen, the Roku channel is certainly available. Download the VTX1 app on a Roku device or television. And then Real Sports Live is one of the options as far as the channels from which to watch the games. 3:51 remaining here in the first half. The Cherokee have trailed throughout this contest. They'll nearly throw it away. It's tipped out of bounds.
It'll stay with TM.
Tuloso Midway in the dark uniforms here. Haven't really got on a run. At one point they cut it down to a 3-point game. Had a free throw, could have got it to 2 here in the second quarter. That's a deflected pass, stays in the hands of Tuloso Midway. The Cherokee will have the ball out of bounds. Whistle blows before the inbound play. They've got some moisture they spotted on the floor. Our reach here on Real Sports Live, if you're tuning in for a first time, is extensive. Our games covered began in the Rio Grande Valley. Expanded out during playoffs in football back in 2017. Basketball, we expanded coverage. Soccer, softball, there's a shot that goes in for the Cherokee. A much needed basket right there. Before you know it, as we're in year 3, we can now say we've dealt with broadcast of several hundred teams, a couple of hundred schools, ranging from West Texas, North Texas, the Houston area, Dallas area, Fort Worth, Rio Grande Valley, Austin, San Antonio, Victoria here in the Coastal Bend. Now it's a 7-point game after that made basket by Tuloso Midway, Kevin.
Yeah, Tuloso Midway finding a little bit of momentum here.
Still plenty of time to close out this first half on a run. Remember, the first game, at the end of it, it was the Hornets with a victory, but they won by just 4 points. Nice entry pass in the paint. That one won't go, though. Offensive rebound, though, by the Hornets. Spin it out for a three. Answer there. Yes! Bella Berturo for three. Back to a 10-point game.
Berturo with the biggest shot of the game so far. TM was getting some momentum going. And in just one possession, it's back to a 10-point lead for Flower Bluff.
Whistle was blown immediately after the made shot. So evidently there was some jockeying for position underneath. And so a foul call is going to allow a free throw opportunity for the Cherokee. 2:25 left here in the first half. Sherryland Pioneer on top of Mission Veterans on the girls' side, 37-19. That's already in the third quarter. That boys' soccer game. Trying to get you a score on that. 2-1 Valley View in the second half. Finally, we have it sorted out for a free throw chance here for Tuloso Midway as Missy Hermes steps to the line. First one good.
Some ties with Flower Bluff. We had seen Mission Veterans football play them a couple years ago. I think back-to-back years, about 2 years ago.
We covered them 2 years ago. I was looking at our notes on our previous broadcast. Second free throw good. She made them both. It's an 8-point game. Flower Bluff will have the ball in the backcourt. Lady Hornets bring it up. Again, the good spacing, and just watch the movement of this team off the ball. That one could have been picked off. Outside it goes in the hands of Naismith. Naismith gets it on the baseline. This is Curtis, makes a move, missed a shot. Rebound by the Cherokee. Outlet pass, and they've got the ball in their hands. They can now cut into this 8-point lead. Across the timeline. On the dribble is Mariela Ledesma. Gets it outside. There's a travel.
It's going to be travel. Yep.
Abby Gallendo got in a little bit of a hurry there as she caught that pass. Again, it's a byproduct of how hard this defense comes at you from Flower Bluff. Flower Bluff in the white uniforms, and the dark uniforms is Tuloso Midway here tonight. Off the dribble, Lady Hornets have the ball. They lead by 8, have led by double digits here in this first half, and have controlled the lead throughout the game. Outside in the hands of Berturo, takes it in the paint, got the shot away, missed it but got fouled. One thing about Bella Berturo, you better respect her shooting, and if you do, Kevin, be cautious how you approach her when she's got the ball in her hands, as was the case there. She'll blow past you, get in the paint.
Yeah, her and Kennedy Curtis have been really impressive in this first half as far as running the point.
Free throw misses there.
Both have a lot of speed, and it's caused some fits for Tuloso Midway. As a matter of fact, you've seen Tuloso Midway earlier this year at the Westlaco tournament when they played Harlingen in the finals.
Next free throw coming up for Bella Berturo. That won't go. Rebound by the Cherokee of Tuloso Midway. They'll have the ball in the backcourt. Abby Gallendo spins it forward. Now on attack of the right side. That one's short. Rebound by the Lady Hornets. Outlet pass, and here they come on the run. They've got numbers if they hurry, and this is a team that can hurry. Spin it right-hand side. Tuloso Midway does a good job to get back defensively. Off the dribble, this is Berturo again. Takes it to the elbow, spins it off. Now a shot on the way by Naismith. Blocked, but a foul will be called. And Naismith will earn a trip to the free throw line for the Hornets of Flower Bluff.
And of course, we've made our fair trips to Tuloso Midway High School these last couple years. A lot of softball games going on at TM. Got a really nice facility over at their high school.
First free throw won't go. We were there last year covering a
last 2 years
playoff game.
Last 2 years. We'll see where these teams line up with the realignment on Monday.
We'll have our realignment show live from the Region 1
What's going to be in Harlingen?
Which will be in Harlingen
at the Aquatic Center.
So
that was a change up thrown our way.
We'll have coaches' reactions and a little insight. And we'll give you some previews of some schedules. As those will, I think that's kind of the funnest part of that whole day, Kevin, is when you all of a sudden start seeing guys locking in those games and schedules.
Right, especially obviously the non-district portion of the schedule, and I think the funnest part for me is the district meetings. When you get all of the coaches in the district sitting at one table.
Getting along for a little while.
For a little while, it's having 6 alphas at one table. So
we're going to give you some bonus coverage as well, because in one of the smaller districts, smaller classifications, they're going to leave that meeting once they find out where their district is, Kevin, and they're going to have a meeting in Kingsville.
Right.
And you're going to go up there and follow some coaches and give some insights from the that district, as it will include teams from the Coastal Bend and the Rio Grande Valley.
Right.
We're certain of that. I don't see any way, shape, or form that there won't be. Pass on the left-hand side for the Cherokee, trying to close out this first half. They're down by 9. Shot on the run, won't go off the rim. Offensive rebound put up, no good. In the paint, the rebound is a jump ball. Possession arrow stays here in the hands of the Cherokee.
That's the 16-4A Division II district, with the expectation that Progresso would be moving down to a 3A, and from what we understand, Ingleside, Robstown, teams from this area would be joining Orange Grove, rejoining Rio Hondo, Port Isabel, and Raymondville.
Shot on the way on the baseline. That's good by the Cherokee, and they're down by 7. 24 seconds remaining here in the half. See it, the Hornets of Flower Bluff will milk this down for a final shot, and why not close out the half on a solid note. Lead start to finish through the first 2 quarters of play. Really stolen there by the Cherokee. It is a steal down the right-hand side. This is Missy Hermes, lays it up and got it. 5-point game, and that's the way it comes to an end. So indeed, they do get the strong finish by the Cherokee. As they head to the halftime locker room, they'll have a better opportunity to talk things over with a game plan on how to get back into this ball game. We'll come back with some additional broadcast information. Talk a little bit about this first half and get you set for the second half. This is Real Sports Live.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations. It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at HCISD.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Back here at halftime at Flower Bluff High School, home of the Hornets. You see out there right now the boys are warming up as the Hornets will take on Tuloso Midway on the boys' side. Right now at the halftime break, the girls, Flower Bluff leading in this one 23-18. Expanded coverage here on Rio Sports Live, Kevin, for the third week in a row. Here we are in the Coastal Bend. It was the next logical progression on how we're going to move for Rio Sports Live from one area to the next. And then what my projection was, we'll start the wave and head straight across west with a northward fashion.
Right, and we'll learn a lot more with this realignment coming, especially with teams that are projected to join the Valley from the Corpus Christi area. So that just adds a plus to what we're trying to do already, especially in the 3 and 4A classifications, and it's growing and it's growing quick.
Rio Sports Live, the magazine, comes out next week. That'll be our first edition of the Rio Sports Live magazine. It'll be on tab form for the first few months as we are putting together some stellar writers. Kevin has joined the mix. Mark Molina, Dave Pavia, former editor at the Valley Morning Star. All have been active already this week. And Kevin, the first edition of the Rio Sports Live magazine truly will be a special publication for the fans of the area.
It will. We're putting together some really good content, talking from players that have played in the past. A couple of bigger names in Leo Lara and Ryan Garza, two boys that played basketball in the Valley that have been to state. We've had a lot of signings. That'll be in there as well. And really just getting into the meat and potatoes of basketball season, because that's really where we're at. And we know softball's already underway, and people might wonder, well, where's the softball and baseball? That'll be in the next month's tab, considering on when we released it. But it's going to be a lot of good stuff, a lot of good content. And again, it's like we never left writing. We're still putting stuff together, and we're still getting a hold of these kids. And I'm really excited to see it. And we're also going to have women's football in there as well.
Women's football, and then we have the Texas Men's Football League, the TMFL. If you're not familiar with that, that will get underway towards the latter stages of February. That has teams from here in the Coastal Bend and the Corpus area. So does the XFFL, which will be begin their season next week. Matter of fact, the one of the Corpus teams is playing in our inaugural broadcast next Saturday. We had the Corpus team in our preseason look at the XFFL, and we'll have a doubleheader broadcast coming a week from tomorrow for the XFFL. But the Rio Sports Live magazine, indeed, is the natural handshake for what we're doing with all these broadcasts, because the content is there. Kevin, I talked about that during an interview today, that the content is there. We're at these games, we see them live, and as sports reporters, all it takes is a conversation with a coach or two, and suddenly you have story after story after story that, hey, this athlete is doing some neat things, or this program is reaching a level that's worthy of a story.
Absolutely, and the familiarity with the area, of course, helps, and it goes a long ways. And I was talking with Lisa Leal yesterday. She's the owner of the Rio Grande Valley Vixens, and her and I go back, you and her go back, and the relationship is there. And I saw some familiar faces of some girls that I remember played back in the day, and some of them coming out of retirement, and they're excited to join this league. So from that to high school softball to high school football when we get there, it's going to be really a lot of content coming to people, and eventually we want to get to a weekly tab. So that'll be even better. We're going to have even more stuff that we'll be able to generate.
And I know Mark Molina is already saying, hey, if we're doing Coastal Bend games of the week, then when you go full-time Coastal Bend, the natural progression is to go Rio Sports Live, the magazine, in the Coastal Bend, and that is the intent here as we move forward. That I understand that the print opportunities may be even wider than what we have in the RGV, but that's coming. That is all coming neat conversations that we're having already, and some neat ties that we have, including over down in Kingsville, home of the Javelinas, as our good friend Mike Salinas has taken over on board there. We've even heard wind that, Kevin, there may be a broadcast opportunity coming up there.
Absolutely, yeah. Mike's an Edinburgh guy. He's one of me. He's one of our own, an Edinburgh guy, and there's an opportunity there for us to go up there and cover some of those games. Mark's an alumni over at Texas A&M Kingsville, so I'm sure he'd love to dip his toes back into the Javelina football, something he's done before, and he's covered this area before as well. So it's just everything's all just really just coming together into one.
Tuloso Midway trails this one by 5 as the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets lead. We'll be back. Get you set for the second half right after this.
Get you taken care of, Maston. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Hi, we're Robert Bellows, Favorite Hats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Hi, we're Sherryland Rattlers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
The D-Tronics Inventory Blowout Sale going on now. Get a pair of 300-watt tweeters for just $1, speakers for $12, subs $25, radios with Bluetooth $29. Go to dtronics.com for more info. D-Tronics, fire-breathing sound.
We are back here after the halftime break, and it's the Tuloso Midway Cherokee that'll be on the defensive end. So the Hornets, who lead by 5, will have the ball. Hornets going right to left as we view this from a high atop the bleachers on the second level here in Flower Bluff, inside Corpus Christi, Texas, on a Friday night. Pass into a double team, now into a triple team. They'll try to get out of there, but nothing doing. Taken away by Nikisi Hermes. Takes it coast to coast, missed a shot though. Rebound on the baseline, and that caroms off of a Hornet player.
We'll see what adjustments Tuloso Midway makes. I thought they finished that first half strong. They were down by as many as 10. And now they have possession of the ball here and could make it a one-score game with a bucket here.
Inbound the ball and work it on the perimeter. Now they'll attack in the paint. Shot on the way, good. Count that, first basket of the second half.
Hermans has had a big game for Tuloso Midway. Now, all of a sudden, they're just down by 3.
Nearly stole that. It's tipped out of bounds.
The first quarter and a half really belonged to Flower Bluff, and now we're seeing Tuloso Midway starting to find some open looks.
3-point game. Lob inside. There's a steal by the Cherokee. Handed off to Hermes. Hermes on the dribble. A couple of crossovers. Got in the paint. Shot no good, but an offensive rebound put up no good. Another offensive board. Put it up and in. Strong finish by Madison Belford.
Yeah, Belford with a strong second effort there, going back to the rim.
1 point game. Lady Hornets off the dribble, and that goes down. Nice finish by Gloria Guerin.
Garrett showing off some nice athleticism there right underneath the basket. Big answer there for Flower Bluff.
Hermes on a clear out, spins it outside for a three. This could tie it up, and it does. Three good, Danny Cedillo.
Cedillo with the biggest shot of the night so far for Tuloso Midway. All of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Things have opened up here in the third quarter, exchanging points back and forth into a double team. That ball's taken away by Jimenez. Jimenez brings it ahead for Tuloso Midway, looking to take the lead for the first time in the game. She'll be knocked to the ground. And the Cherokee, indeed, in the first couple of minutes here of the third quarter, have brought new life to their hopes of getting out of here with a victory on the road and drawing up into a tie atop the district. Banker on the inbound, count that, Hermes.
Hermes gives Tuloso Midway their first lead of the night. They've been trailing all game long. Now they lead by 2.
Hornets of Flower Bluff with the ball. Off the dribble, it's a 7-2 run here to start the third quarter. That shot will count, and a foul into the free throw line. The Lady Hornets will have a chance to take back the lead.
I think Tuloso Midway making that basket towards the at the end of the first half really gave them some momentum and some confidence, something that they lacked in that first quarter and a half. And
Bella Berturo made the basket, ties the game at 27 apiece. Spins a free throw home as well. And the Lady Hornets of Flower Bluff back on top. Tuloso Midway with the basketball. They trail by double digits in that first half. There's a steal by the Lady Hornets. Quick pass ahead to Berturo. Got in the paint, dishes off with a one-hand pass in the paint. Shot on the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Tuloso Midway. Hermes comes out of there, falls to the ground. Ball now in the hands of Kennedy Curtis. Goes off the drive, got fouled. She'll get to the free throw line. Boys action coming up after this. This is our Coastal Bend game of the week here on Rio Sports Live, as we have expanded the coverage into the Coastal Bend. Always going to be looking for more and more games to broadcast. We're trying to open up, we opened up what ended up being, it started with a couple of schools in the Rio Grande Valley just at 3 years ago. In the blink of an eye, it was over 50 schools. It's over 60 schools now in the Rio Grande Valley that we've covered. And when the playoffs continued, we were already coming into the Coastal Bend, into Laredo, into South San Antonio, into San Antonio, into Victoria. And so now as we progress out here, it's neat when you're talking to athletic directors and coaches who already know who we are because of the interactions we've had covering the playoffs. We're looking to expand the coverage here as big as we've done or bigger in the initial project of Rio Sports Live. That being said, we're always going to be looking for, I used to call them sponsors, that's no longer the deal. There's a three, count that. Made by Megan Bazan. 5-point lead again for Flower Bluff as the Lady Hornets withstood the run by Tuloso Midway. And now get a steal, get a chance to build on that. This is Berturo, spins it right baseline. That one's off the mark. Rebound by the Cherokee, and then a foul will be called.
That was a big three from Bazan. Made it a 2-possession game, and it seems like right when Tuloso Midway looks like they want to pull away, Flower Bluff has an answer right back for them.
It'll be Cherokee basketball out of bounds on the back court. Danny Cedillo will bring it up. Picked up defensively by Kennedy Curtis. Gets it in the hands of Jimenez. Jimenez is quickly double teamed. Can't get out of that. Loose ball on the floor, then the whistle blows. It goes out of bounds. It'll be off of the Cherokee. And one fan is standing on the rail, decided to be right there where that play was happening. Normally the fans aren't allowed to stand on those rails when we're in these gyms with fans seated right behind them. Ah, well, that's when you need our second camera up and running. Just call a camera switch and take another angle. Tonight, Rudy Zamaripa is the only camera operator in the building. doing a great job. With one hand, the other one's broken. Ask him how, and then the story gets interesting. Hornets have the ball. They'll slow the pace down. They haven't done this much as far as just outright pulling the gas pedal back. Layup on the way, up and in. Bella Baturo. Baturo continues to pace this team in scoring. 7-point lead for the Hornets of Flower Bluff. At the elbow, pass back outside. That is a turnover. One lead in the game for the Lady Cherokee. They'll call a timeout. They trail by 7. This is Real Sports Live.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're PSJ Southwest Javelinas, and
Back here after the timeout, and the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets with the lead. 3:07 left here in the third quarter. They'll have the ball on the outside, working on the perimeter. Long three, that's a good look. Bang! Another three by Belford. Double-digit lead for the second time here in the game for the Hornets. Outside for a three for the Cherokee. That won't go. Quick rebound secured by Bella Baturo. And here come the Hornets in the front court. It's almost like they rang the bell when Tuloso Midway took the lead and the Hornets came out.
Yeah, Bazan has made 2 big-time three-pointers in this game. That one was from deep downtown. She showed off some serious range there.
Foul called, opportunity at the line for Flower Bluff. First one's good. Kennedy Orzechowski at the line. Makes them both. 12-point lead. That is the biggest lead of the game for either team. Cherokee of Tuloso Midway have only led one time in this contest. There's a near turnover. Nice job of securing that ball by Heavenly Vasquez. Off the dribble, this is Danny Cedillo. Throws that nearly away. Touch last. You can see that defense just extends in the blink of an eye. Baturo way out in the passing lane. There's another steal by intercepting one in the passing lane for the Lady Hornets. On the secondary, they'll work it in the corner. Back outside, go inside on the blocks. Nice move made, shot on the way, no good. Rebound by the Cherokee of Tuloso Midway. They want to run, racing into the front court. No numbers though for Hermes, has to back it away. And the ball goes out of bounds, touch last by the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Substitution freewheeling in off the bench now for the Hornets, trying to keep fresh troops in. Celeste Valdez checks into the game. Also entering is Ariella Ledesma. Ledesma with a catch. Overhead pass on that right side to Vasquez. Got free for the jumper, but missed it. Rebound by the Hornets of Flower Bluff, and off in the races. Here they come again. Baturo catches, is open, spins a pass inside, then the foul occurs. Gloria Gervin, go ahead.
I was thinking if you're Tuloso Midway, want to slow the pace down just a little bit. It seemed that when they went on their run, those were the things they were able to do.
Hornet basketball, they'll get it in. Baturo spins it outside. Off the drive, left-hand side layup won't go. Offensive rebound though. Leads to an open three. That's off the mark. Long rebound to the Cherokee. Tuloso Midway needs to, first and foremost, get this back down to single digits and see if they have one more major run in them to climb back into this thing. Closing the third, heading into the fourth quarter. It was a 2-point lead for the Cherokee about 5 minutes ago on the game clock. Since then, they've been outscored by 14 points as the Hornets of Flower Bluff kicked it in to the passing gear. Cherokee with the ball. Minute 5 left here in the third. Off the jab step and the dribble now, handed off. Ledesma further out, but they're having to operate that offense now 8 to 10 feet beyond the three-point arc, and that leads to that. An errant pass goes wide. So often you see that when a team has to extend on the offensive end and operate further and further beyond the arc. Suddenly a comfortable pass near the mid-court stripe sails into the backcourt. Offensive rebound there, put up, no good. Foul called, and Kathy Guerin will head to the free throw line for Flower Bluff.
It was a rather fast-paced third quarter, and when that third quarter started, Tuloso Midway came out and they took their first lead of the game, and since then it's been all Flower Bluff.
Free throw up and in. It was a parents' night tonight, I believe. They were recognizing all the parents, recognize all the seniors here. There's a bunch of them. And then at the halftime, they were recognizing some of the younger players and talking about the records of the girls' basketball teams that are coming up. And
I heard a lot of undefeateds.
I heard a lot of undefeateds.
In 7th and 8th grade.
You're talking about an undefeated team right here in district play. And then, yeah, I think the last three, unbeaten, unbeaten, unbeaten. So the talent is not going to take a nosedive. It's coming. More help. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Tuloso Midway, the Cherokee, will have it. They closed out the second quarter on a strong note in the final minute. Can they duplicate that here? Working outside, off the dribble in the paint. Shot on the way, no good. Foul called, though. That'll stop the clock, and Hermes will get to the free throw line. Appreciate the courtesy here again at Flower Bluff. We were reaching out, trying to make sure we secured things to broadcast our Coastal Bend Game of the Week. And Joe Gomez assisted there. We sent some emails out, so our appreciation to the school district here at Tuloso Midway. And then once we got here, they helped us as best they could with the internet when things weren't working. The IT guy, in the blink of an eye, went from I can get you a hotspot to he's right here with a hotspot. Right now we're holding on for dear life to hope that thing stays charged. I don't have a charger if it were to go down. We started the night, it was at 66%. Missed shot there, 4 seconds to go in the third quarter. Down to 2-1, no shot taken. Third quarter in the books. Tuloso Midway made a run, counterpunch, Hornets extend the lead. Fourth quarter coming up after this.
Sports Live. Jay's up!
Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. Has what? Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. It's simply a different way. It's a car buying experience you'll enjoy. With a huge Ford selection like Ford F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, the Ford Raptor, and a whole bunch more, buying a new Ford should be fun, and that's why we do it. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past? first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237.
Heading into the fourth quarter, the Hornets of Flower Bluff with the lead and the ball, and add 2 points as they started off with a layup. The lead is up to 14. That's the biggest lead of this game. Ball in the hands of the Cherokee Tuloso Midway into a double team. That's a trap and a jump ball called. Stay here on the possession arrow. Kevin, it was an impressive first half, but we saw a total new level of play by Flower Bluff midway through that third quarter on.
Right, and it started with Bazan making a couple big three-pointers and their defense getting back to what they were doing, really suffocating the TM offense.
Shot in the paint won't go. Offensive rebound, though, for Tuloso Midway. We're in the fourth quarter here. Cherokee appeared to have an answer.
They went on their run. Let's see if they have one more in them. They're down by 14. That's the biggest lead of the night for Flower Bluff.
And when you look at it, you've only scored 28 in the game, so 14 is a big number. That's just, if you go 14 unanswered, which is half your point production in the game through three quarters, then you've just tied the game if you can hold Flower Bluff scoreless. So this is a big uphill climb for Tuloso Midway.
And what's more impressive is that this is the second time they meet in district play. So it's always hard trying to beat the second team twice in one season.
Long three off the mark, offensive board. A shot up, but it's blocked out of there. Flower Bluff contains it. Now they'll head it to Curtis. Now they'll go inside, ball deflected. Nice recovery defensively by Hermes.
You know, earlier we did the game over in Santa Maria in San Perlita, and we saw San Perlita win, and I like what Coach Garza was telling the kids after the game, and that was that he always likes to play the first game on the road to get the win on the road, because then when you come back home, the pressure's on the other team to win on the road, and you feel like you have an advantage there. And see, Flower Bluff was able to do that. They were able to get that first one on the road, and now they welcome them back home. Second time around is always crucial. It's just as important as it is in the first round.
So Midway working on the offensive end and missed the three. Got an offensive board, another three on the way, and that's off the mark. Rebound in the paint, and the whistle blows. Contact on the rebound.
I'm not a coach, but I like the logic behind that. You know, because it ups the ante second time around.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to win at home.
You got one of those pressures on the other team. If they don't beat you, you're in total control of the district. If you lose, at worst, you're tied. You may be looking at some type of a tie-breaking play-off game or a play-in game, if you will.
Yeah, because once you get swept, you're still technically in the district race if you only have 2 losses to that team. But then you're going to start having to break down the numbers and wanting to need help from other teams and saying, we need them to win here, this team to win there, and we need to win out. You're not in control of your own destiny, so to speak.
And that win out is probably the most applied pressure because it puts more pressure on you to have to win every game. Layup good on a steal. Count that. Kennedy Curtis. The lead is up to 16. Pass inside of the free throw line. Shot by the Cherokee won't go. Rebound. Ripped out of the air by Gloria Guerin. Off the dribble in the paint. Shot goes up. Rolls home. Nice finish by Baturo again.
And Baturo's had herself quite the game.
Bella Baturo and the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets up by 18. Ball outside in the corner. Quick no-look pass, and that's whistled right past Danny Cedillo, who looks up is like, I was open. I could have caught that. We were only 3 feet apart. Timeout on the floor. Tuloso Midway will talk it over. Flower Bluff in control of this one. Back after this.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel, drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are back to action here with 5:15 left in this game and Flower Bluff on top. And then a turnover by Tuloso Midway. Kevin, fans that are just tuning in, it's hard to describe, but this was a 2-point lead for the Cherokee at Tuloso Midway midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, they found that momentum towards the end of the first half, and then in the second half, they took their first lead and they led by as many as 3, and Flower Bluff answered back and really never looked back from there, and there's a couple of big momentum swings in this game. I think Bazan again making those 3-pointers, and then just the defense forcing them into turnovers and getting easy points in transition really helped them settle things down just a bit, and ever since then, TM really hadn't had an answer.
Under 5 to go, a free throw opportunity for Tuloso Midway. Meanwhile, the Hornets will substitute in the game. Meredith Zay checks out of the game for the Hornets. Anna Woodrick enters.
The key was for when TM did go on that run, the key was for Flower Bluff to withstand that one run they had, because you would figure they would have one more in them.
17-point lead, though, for Flower Bluff. They've got the ball, 1 of 3. Missed that. Long rebound out for the Cherokee of Tuloso Midway. Danny Cedillo will bring it up. Cedillo lets a 3 go, misses it. On the rebound, the Cherokee will track that down. Get a 3 off in the corner. Bang! Missy Hermes from downtown. 14-point game. 4:24 left here in this fourth. Hornets with the ball. Top of the key, working outside on the perimeter. 4 players stationed outside the arc right now for the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Ball in the hands of Kennedy Curtis. Curtis spins it over on that right side. That's a forced pass on the blocks, kicked out of bounds. The ball will belong to the Hornets of Flower Bluff. Ball outside, top of the key. Curtis in no hurry, throws that pass in traffic, it's picked off. Here come the Cherokee, just under 4 minutes left here in this game. Here's a 3 in the corner, that's off the mark, no good. Rebound is controlled by the Hornets. Nice job of tracking that one down by Gloria Guerin. Ball in the hands of the Hornets, working inside, stepping through, shot goes in, count it, and a foul to the free throw line, it goes Guerin. Gloria Guerin heads to the line.
If you needed an exclamation point, if you're a Flower Bluff fan, I think that was it.
Clock stops with 3:41 left here in the fourth. That one goes in. Ball in the hands of the Cherokee, down again by 17. Staying out wide. Hornets all staying inside, forcing errors of travel. That timeout, they extended it out. So if you want to shoot a 3, go ahead, but it's going to be about 4 to 5 feet beyond the arc. Anything else is contested with a 17-point lead.
Little by little, this gym started to get packed even more.
I'm starting to watch our equipment. We're going to have more and more people wanting to look and see if we can move some stuff around for them.
Yeah. Just maybe.
Late night here in Corpus Christi brewing. It's already 7:48. We'll start that boys game a little after 8 at our current pace. All outside in the hands of the Hornets. We go under 3 here in the ball game. Off the dribble, this is Curtis. Lays it up, got it. Kennedy Curtis with 2 more. The lead is 19. Cherokee working outside for a 3. That's off the arc, no good. Long rebound to Curtis, crossover dribble. She's got 1 to beat, pulls up, banks it in. Curtis again.
This Kennedy Curtis kid can play. She's pretty impressive.
That was a 1-on-2. Just pulled up in rhythm and made the shot. The lead is 21. That's the biggest lead of this game. Pass on the baseline, thrown away. Even here in the 4th quarter, Tuloso Midway made a basket, got a stop, made a 3, and that 5-0 run has been answered by 8 straight. So even when they, at this point, get even on the horizon of trying to come back in this game, the Hornets find another gear. Hornets on the offensive end. Up by 21, well near the 2-minute mark here, this trip down. Playing catch outside, spacing the floor, making this Tuloso Midway team switch defensively. Now the ball just zipping around on the offensive end. On the dribble now is Guerin. Finds it in the paint. Nice move on the finish. Count that. Gloria Guerin with 2 more.
Yeah, Guerin with another nice move inside.
Cherokee bang a 3 home. Ledesma hit the 3. Minute 33 left here in this one. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back right after this.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm. They found Ricky Lee at the bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hi, we're Brownsville veterans, and thanks for watching Real Sports Live. Woo!
Inside a top-secret, highly classified government laboratory, an experimental killer virus has breached containment. You and your team have 60 minutes to find the antivirus.
Back here on Real Sports Live as our hotspot continues to give us some issues. Which means that I apologize to the fans as we'll have an intermittent signal at best. We'll try to make it work here. Right now it's not cooperating at all. Put it back there and see how that works. Welcome back here as we close out the final minute 18 here in this game. Tuloso Midway made a run in the 3rd quarter. It was Flower Bluff taking control of the game. Here's a steal by the Cherokee. They'll have the ball off the dribble. Banker goes up, in, count it, and a foul for the Cherokee. Hermes with the bucket. Minute 2 left here in this game. Free throw rolls in for Tuloso Midway. A minute left. Hornets with the basketball outside. in the blocks. Turnaround jumper, that's off the mark, no good. Pass inside for the Cherokee, work it back outside for a three. That's a good look, count it. Three for Missy Hermes. The lead to 15, 25 seconds left here. Pass inside, nice catch, and the ball's deflected out of bounds. It'll be Cherokee basketball. That three goes down, another three to close out this one. Flower Bluff has the ball, and they'll secure the win. 12 points and stay unbeaten in district play. Final score, 55-43. Our player of the game, we'll give it to Bella Baturo for Flower Bluff. That's going to do it for our broadcast. I got to try to see if I can save some energy on this hot spot. Till next time, from the Coastal Bend on Rio Sports Live, I'm Joe Bowling. For Kevin Narrow, for Rudy Zamaripa Jr. on the camera. So long for just a while.